Hello there. This is a video about my Kyoshi cosplay. I kind of put this costume together kind of towards the end of lockdown and COVID and all that kind of mess. So I became a really big Avatar fan over lockdown, and I just really wanted a cosplay that wasn't Star Wars, because I'm a huge Star Wars fan as well. And I also wanted a cosplay where I didn't have to wear a wig. I've got very long, messy red hair, and I'm constantly wearing wigs, so I wanted one where I could just wear it out. So the colour scheme matches. So happy for that. So this is the finished cosplay. I'll do a wee twirl for you. And I thought I'd just go through the different components as I kind of take it off and tell you how I made them. So the first kind of piece is the headpiece, literally just made from EVA foam. It's like a headband, saying you can get them for like $2 at a $2 shop or convenience store or whatever. And then I just made this little bit in the middle here with Warbler, so just a thermoplastic, and hot glued it on. Used the same fabric for the ties as I used for everything else, my skirt and stuff as well. So yeah, that was that. Fans, these were actually really hard to find. I initially thought like a cheap store, a department store as well, but I couldn't find them anywhere, so I actually had to order them offline. And they were the last piece to come together, and I just painted them myself. So they're the right colour, two identical ones. They're really hard to get back in once they're open, so I usually keep one closed and one open. But those are the fans there, and very functional as well to keep you nice and cool in the heavy costume. Gloves, they were just plain white gloves, and I painted them a very dark green. Little word of advice if you're painting fabric is use fabric paint. I've used acrylic paint, so they're kind of very crispy and hard on the top. So I think if I was to do it again, I'd use a fabric paint or add latex in with the paint, so you've got a bit of give. But yeah, these gloves do not move. They're kind of stuck in that position, very crispy. I'll go to the van braces next. So it's literally just an elastic band holding these on. With my Mandalorian, I had a huge problem trying to get these to fit, because they always fit when you first make them, and then when you put them on with fabric and all that kind of stuff, and just, I don't know, maybe my arms are different sizes, but I always have huge problems with fan braces. So it's just a piece of EVA foam, and I secure it with elastic bands because I'm lazy. I don't want any Velcro or anything. I just wanted something really simple that I can put on and forget, and not constantly having to readjust it all day. So I really love that idea, elastic. And then for the yellow dot, I just glued a bit of, it's actually a bit of white vinyl that I've painted yellow. And I just hot glued that on the top of the design. The next bit, the bit that I'm probably most proud of, is the armour. So I'll do another twirl for you guys so you can see the full thing. Step back a wee bit, but it's the armour there. And I'm quite lucky because I've made lots of other cosplays. I know my size around kind of my middle. I kind of have a rough idea of how to make this. I mean, from my Hera one, it was kind of very similar. So I kind of made patterns off that and just played around with newspaper until I got a pattern. Newspaper's really good because you can literally tape it to yourself and draw on it and fold it and adjust it until you get the right size and shape of what you want. But I actually made it in two parts, so from here up is one part, and then the kind of skirt bit at the bottom is a separate part, and it is EVA foam underneath with Warbler on the top, and panels. So it's fastened with it's got a tie that goes around the middle, and then I've got like a fake tie that's actually stuck to it, so it fastens with Velcro at the side. And Velcro there, and Velcro there. And I'll show you the underneath. So I fastened the skirt on with elastic, and that's just to give it some movement so it can move freely as its own kind of piece. I actually took a wee bit of inspiration from samurai armour. I actually went and looked up how they construct their samurai armour, and usually the kind of skirt bits, I don't know the exact names, sorry, apologies, or for getting all the names wrong. But yeah, the samurais, usually the skirt bit is actually separate, so they can remove it for riding or whatever for convenience. So I really like that idea, so it is a separate piece and just attached with those little elastic bits there. Another kind of fun fact about this armour is the little flap bits on the skirt. They didn't sit right, so I actually made some boning out of warbler to kind of keep them in the right kind of curved shape that I wanted. So that was really good. These panels here are just warbler, hot glued on underneath. They were probably the most difficult part to do. The back was a lot easier to do than the front, for obvious reasons. You know, being a female, it was very difficult to get the curve right, but warbler's great in that you can shape it and move it, and it's quite a cheap material as well, so if you mess it up, you just make a new one. So yeah, that's all laid on top of the EVA foam, and the shoulders as well, with this kind of black bit going all the way around the edge to match, and spray painted brown. In some pictures her armour looks, or the Kyoshi's armour looks black, but I'd already gone with brown, so I was kind of committed. So I think it is actually meant to be black, but I think brown looks a wee bit better with me, kind of having the soft tones. Next, with this kind of light green top bit, I actually made this off a bathrobe that I had. So I literally just took a pattern and made it exactly like my bathrobe, and then edited it. I had a look at some Japanese dresses and stuff like that, and I went with kind of this cutaway kind of is what I wanted to do, because I had to have this gap here, and again I'll step back, so it has to kind of come down in the gap, and then it also had to have puffy sleeves as well, so I've done these gathers on the sleeve, which you can't see once the fan braces are on the top, but then I actually hand stitched this dark green bit because I forgot. I put it together and I was like, oh no, it needs the green stripe with the circle, and these are exactly the same as the van brace, the yellow dot. It's got a button here to help fasten it, and then I also just have a pin, like just a sewing pin to hold it in place so that the neckline looks perfect. And then I am wearing stuff underneath. I've got a wee tie, yet again straight off my bathrobe pattern. So that's the green bit, and then I think Kyoshis are meant to have pants, but pants are really hard to make, and yet again I was lazy, so I just made a really long dark green skirt. Super simple, easy to make, and it just kind of naturally flows and gathers, and super comfy. So that's kind of all the costume, I guess. The other thing, which I've only just tried today, this is the first time I've done it, is the makeup. So a wee close up. I have accidentally rubbed my nose off, but it's the makeup there. So what I've done is obviously primer, moisturiser, everything underneath so it doesn't stain your skin. And then I did a clown white kind of oil paint underneath. And then just touch-ups with white water-based face paint, just with a little paintbrush, just to touch up like around the eyes and around the nose and the lips. I matched a lipstick with a face paint as well. So for the red face paint, literally just applied it with a brush. This is just a watercolor red face paint. It goes on really well on top of the white. And then liquid eyeliner, which is actually running. Oh no. So yeah, just black liquid eyeliner, black mascara, fake eyelashes if you wanted. I don't like fake eyelashes very often, so I just go with my own. And then just black eyebrow pencil. I did glue my eyebrows down a wee bit, but I don't think I'll bother because the red covers them really well. So I don't think I need to glue the eyebrows down. I think I can just keep my own eyebrows there. And then with the white, I did put a little bit of like contour, just a smidgen. I don't need much, which is really nice, but just a little bit to kind of add that glow, and then a bit of blush on the top of the cheekbones to get that nice pretty look, and then just, yeah, really going around with lip liner to get the lips to really pop. But yeah, that was the makeup and everything. I haven't brushed my hair or done my hair seriously. I'll probably put more effort into it for Armageddon's and whatnot, and I'll probably take my earrings out too. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.